Okay, so let's talk about it. Because I'm kind of seeing a pattern that's hard to ignore. And it's time we talk about it, honestly.
Africa unite, 'cause the children wanna come home. Yeah.
If you do have comments for this video, make sure you keep them respectful, not just to me, but to everybody else too. We can't afford to continue to be divisive. So why do some Latinos vote for Trump? Why do those people align themselves with whiteness even when it works directly against them? And why, in doing so, do they often turn their backs on Black people? Let's start with this. Not all Latinos are anti-Black. Not all Latinos voted for Trump. That's fact. But when we talk about patterns, we're talking about systems. We're talking about something that didn't start here. It started way back. See, Latin America didn't escape colonization. It was built on it. Spanish and Portuguese colonizers created rigid racial caste systems, where of course whiteness was at the top and Blackness, especially of African descent, was at the bottom. And as sad as it is to say, that mentality largely has never left. In fact, many Latin American countries, anti-Blackness isn't just cultural, it's institutional. In school systems, beauty standards, marriage expectations, even immigration policies. Now, if we fast forward to life in the US, here you have entire generations of Latino families, many of whom were taught that the closer you are to whiteness, the safer that you end up being. Lighter skin, a passport. European ancestry, a flex. And Blackness, still associated with poverty, danger, and rebellion, which is everything that white supremacy tells you to fear. So when someone like Trump comes along, and he's loud, nationalistic, racist, anti-immigrant, you'd think that Latinos would run the other way, right? But here's what we saw. For those who've internalized anti-Blackness, Trump represents order, power, a place to hide. And if your survival has always been tied to not being Black, you'll throw us under the bus just to get a seat on it. And we all know it's not about politics, it's about identity. Because many Latinos their whole lives have been told that if they align themselves with Blackness, it's an automatic failure. That it means going backwards, that it means becoming the problem. When they see Black people taking up space, demanding justice, organizing, protesting, taking pride in being unapologetically Black, they reject it. Because they, like most of us, have been taught to fear what you don't know. And if you've never been allowed to know your own history, to embrace your Afro roots, to unlearn that colonial shame, then yeah, of course you'll see Blackness as a threat instead of freedom. So no, we're not going to group all Latinos together. We can't. But we are going to talk about the history, the erasure, the fear. Because some of y'all aren't choosing Trump, you're choosing distance. Distance from Blackness, distance from yourselves. But what you're running from might just be your key to liberation. And if we don't talk about that, we're not building bridges, we're building silence. And I refuse to be quiet about it.
Me back to the city that call my city, where everybody knows my name. Take me back to the people that call my people, yeah. I'm a long, long way from my city, my city.